there, and it's something I read in your book, the Devil You Know. I know you were talking about colleges and going to Grambling versus LSU, but there's a line that I kept going back to, that today the young, gifted, and black people, they we need you. We need you now to hit the streets. And you know what? Congress, I don't know what they're going to do. I've had members of Congress on, I've had the leadership on, I had Steny Hoyer on, and I don't know what they're going to do. I really honestly don't. I know what we have to do. We have got to hit the streets, and we need to remember what happened in woke up this morning to the unfortunate news, excuse me, to the unfortunate news that the United States Senate had failed to protect the voting rights of all Americans. They had also failed to change the Senate filibuster rules. And so I wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and there's the news. And I realized I had to decide, do I continue the hunger strike or do I end the hunger strike? And I made a note to myself that I will be ending the hunger strike. Let me say that. That's the announcement. I am ending the hunger strike as of today. And people will ask, was the 70 plus days of my hunger strike worth the effort? The answer is yes. Today, an entire generation now knows more about the Senate filibuster. They now know more about how important their vote or their votes are. They now know the major differences between Republicans and Democrats. They now know that our democracy is fragile. They also now know that just as food is essential to maintaining life, the right to vote is essential to maintaining our democracy. In the words of Japanese Admiral Yamamoto after the attack on Pearl Harbor, he wrote in his diary, quote, "I fear all we have done is to awaken a sleeping giant," and filled him with a terrible resolve. what the Republicans in the Senate, in state legislative houses have done is awaken.
Joseph Joe Madison was born on June 16, 1949, and he died on January 31st, 2024. Alternatively known as the Black Eagle or Madison, he was an American radio talk show host, an activist, and of course, he was heard daily where he worked on SiriusXM and of course Urban View. Madison was a native Dayton, Ohio, and of course he graduated from Washington University in St. Louis, which awarded him an honorary doctorate. That was in 2019. Madison began his broadcasting career in 1980 at the Detroit's WXYZ-AM radio station, joining on an otherwise, by the way, white lineup at the time at WWRC-AM in the early 1990s. He developed a crossover appeal handling issues that included race but were aimed at the station's multiracial audience. He left in 1998 after the station fired its talent and of course changed its format to start an online chat show. So he was really so much into multiracialism, into fighting for equal rights, equal voting rights, race, and stuff like that. So his family, after his passing on, announced with a statement that was really heartbreaking on his social media pages. And the statement read, "It's with heavy heart that we announce the passing of our beloved husband and father. That is Joe Madison. He passed away peacefully at home, surrounded by family. Joe dedicated his life to fighting for all those who are undervalued, underestimated, and marginalized." On air, he often posed the question, "What are you going to do about it?" Although he is no longer with us, we hope you will join us in answering that call by continuing to be proactive in the fight against injustice. The outpouring of prayers and support over the last few months lifted Jewish spirits and strengthened us as a family. We continue to ask for privacy as we gather together to support each other through this difficult time. Condolences can be sent to the family at joemadison.com. That was the statement the family released after his passing on, and all we can say is rest in power the King, Joe Madison.